When one door closes, another door opens. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome back to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. We are 3 away from 8,000. You could be number 8,000, so get to subscribing. The Detroit Lions have decided to hire Dre Bly, former Detroit Lion from 2003 to 2006, to be the defensive back coach for our team. Now, this comes about 3 months or so, 3 or 4 months or so after firing Aubrey Pleasant, the former defensive back coach, and just a day after learning that we will be losing Deuce Staley to the Carolina Panthers. This is big news. I remember when we got Dre Bly from St. Louis, it was a big acquisition at the time, and Dre had to be our most solid corner, honestly, in the last 20 years. And I can't wait to see what he's going to do with that cornerback room. I'll give you my thoughts in just a second. But if we look, coming from Detroit Lions Twitter, that these hires are now official, that being Dre Bly and Steve Heighton as the tight ends coach. Now, if we look at Dre Bly spent, looks like 10 or 11 years in the league. And these years right here are the ones I want you to pay attention to. Detroit Lions from 2003, 4, 5, and 6. Never got to play with Calvin Johnson, never got to play with Matthew Stafford. But in his time in Detroit, he was able to be a pretty solid corner for us. And he wound up with, he had some of the best years in his career. He had 6 interceptions his first year. He had 4 his second, 6 his third, and 3 his fourth. He wound up making, I want to say, 2 Pro Bowls. That's back when we had Sean Rogers on the team, and Dre Bly was really solid. Now, here's my thoughts on what that means for the Detroit Lions. I believe that it means that we are going to wind up drafting a cornerback for sure. We might even take 2. Some mock drafts have us taking 2 cornerbacks in the first round. How would Dre Bly help Jeff Okudah? Jeff Okudah is entering year 4. The Lions have a decision to make whether or not they pick up his 5th-year option coming up this season. So I'm excited about this because Dre Bly was our most solid corner, like I said, in the past 20 years since I've really been watching, which was the end of the 90s into the 2000s. Dre Bly, now, he probably, honestly, is one of the biggest free agent names that we've ever had come to the city in Detroit in the past 25 years. So I'm excited about this, and I'm more excited about what that means for the defensive back room because we know when it led to Aubrey Pleasant getting fired, there was a reason for that. And Dre Bly, coming off his time in North Carolina, is officially hired. And I think the Lions are awesome because although Deuce Staley was solid, and although there's no bad blood between there, Deuce had to do what he had to do for his mom and for his family. We still are not taking the attention. We're not going to make it about Deuce. We're going to make it about this team. So a day after Deuce Staley is reported to be departing, we make the hire of Steve Heighton official. We also bring in one of our best corners in the last 25 years to coach the defensive back room. So that tells me that some moves will be made in the draft for cornerbacks. I'm very excited about this because our cornerback, when we went into the season, our biggest weakness in the secondary we thought was safety, but it turned out that it was cornerback. Amani was nowhere to be found, and Jeff Okudah kind of regressed as the season went on, wind up getting benched a couple of games along with being injured, and Amani just completely disappeared. I do not expect him to be part of this team going forward. So let me know what you feel about this. I'm excited. And I'm like, man, this is awesome. Coming off the news yesterday, some of us, it was a little hard for us to take. Deuce is such a likable character, but I'm sure Dre Bly, can you imagine Dre Bly getting up there for the press conferences middle of the week? This is going to be awesome. I am super excited about this hire. So let me know down below how you feel. How excited are you that Dre Bly is going to be the defensive back coach for the Detroit Lions? My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate again. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel and you are subscriber number 8,000. That would be fantastic. How far we've come in just 12 short months. I think it's been 12 since we really started producing content, and I appreciate that. Danny Rogers is, I want to say she's at 700 subscribers, so I'm going to keep promoting until we get her to 1,000. I'm sure she would appreciate that. So would I. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. And as always, go Lions. Welcome to the Pride, Dre Bly.